is Angel Garden reporting for A&M. There's been a huge amount of masts going up during lockdown. The corporate press has had a field day trying to stop genuine protest about this assault on us with fake news. We spoke to a concerned local resident.
Well, with news of a 20-metre monopole going up near my home in St Thomas, a short distance from St Thomas Church, St Thomas School, and the new SA1 surgery, doctor's surgery, and the development now of Sancta Maria Hospital is in close proximity to it as well.
A&M has been covering these issues for over a year. We've followed appeals to the Senate, to Westminster, we've recorded council meetings and tried to engage our local representatives, and it all leads back to the same thing.
We continue to use the advice that's publicly available at the moment.
It's an important consideration, and I'm sure 6 months, 12 months from now, there will be better and more information to help us understand the implications or consequences.
We asked some questions, a couple of residents, to our local AM, Mike Hedges, who in turn got in touch with Julie James regarding the safety of it. The same things come back from these people, and they refer to ICNIRP.
Ah yes, ICNIRP, whose standards don't measure the biological effects of electromagnetic radiation. But why is such obvious and dangerous nonsense being perpetrated? Well, perhaps we need to look to Sarah Starkey's 2016 paper, Inaccurate Official Assessment of Radio Frequency Safety by the Advisory Group on Non-Ionising Radiation. Starkey laid out the conflicts of interest Julie presented to the council, along with reams of other evidence, who said they'd take it all to Westminster, who rejected all the information, and then came back and said,
This includes the comments in the November 2018 presentation by Dr. Sarah Starkey. They have confirmed that these comments do not change Public Health England's current position.
No mention of conflict of interest. They just don't seem to care much about that. How many meetings have you been to where that information's been given?
Well, the council have been given this evidence from countless scientists, peer-reviewed stuff, about biological dangers to human, animal, to all life.
It's surprising, because the council and local assembly members, as well as members of parliament, have all been served a legal notice of liability based on the amount of evidence of biological harm that they've been shown and failed to act on. So who will they rely on?
Greater weight to documents produced by the officially mandated and authoritative bodies.
Right, so they're going to refer to the conflicted organisations for advice on their own reliability. The ignorance of those elected to protect us is all the more shocking because of assurances like this.
We are on record as having asked the governments to continue to investigate the effects and any implications of 5G or any other technologies that may be rolled out. And I've given a commitment that should the advice change or should new information which is confirmed to come from government, then we would act upon that.
Sounds good, doesn't it? So why aren't they acting on this? Less than 2 months after this assurance, on the 13th of January 2020, the Turin Court of Appeal upheld their 2017 judgment that mobile phone use had caused acoustic neuronomas to the telecoms worker plaintiff. That's tumours to you and me. The court found a conflict of interest among authors of scientific literature, exactly the sort of conflict that would make it very difficult to correctly assess the dangers of electromagnetic frequency. The scientific literature mentioned by the court-appointed experts should be considered reliable and independent, as opposed to the scientific literature relating to research funded or managed by entities who have a direct interest in the result, i.e. the ones Swansea Council, the Welsh and British governments, Public Health Wales, Public Health England, and of course ICNIRP subscribe to. Although the 2G GSM frequencies in question were considered to emit much higher EMF than the 3 and 4G we're used to, the court's assessment of the plaintiff's mobile phone use as uncommonly frequent deserves examination. 12,600 hours over 15 years. That's 840 hours per year, 70 hours per month, 17.5 hours a week, which is 3.5 hours every day of a 5-day week. How does that compare with your exposure to electromagnetic frequency from your iPad, your desktop, your laptop, iPhone?
Just doesn't seem to be getting through to them, you know. And all we ask is that, you know, we want our health and well-being to be prioritised, not the telecommunications industry. our health.